So your enemy is Okiya Omtata. Your enemy is Boniface Mwangi. Your enemy is Hanifa Edan. Your enemy is Hussein Khalid. Your enemy is Julius Kamau. Your number one enemy from today, I want you to say this name loudly. It is Morara Kebaso. Anything within your power, once you see them, to light those vehicles ablaze, you will be doing God's work. You will be doing God's work. Every day, it's sideshows by these characters. Sideshows. They are becoming more desperate and more desperate. Now, if you see Twitter has been tainted by these guys we call Okiya Omtata boys. This KOT Sonko Mabonga and his group. They have set up dummy accounts who are going to comment on posts. They have tainted the integrity of our conversations. So what you do, if you see those accounts, you just block them. Any account set up between 2022 and 2024 with few followers, block all of them, because they are controlled by these Okiya Omtata boys. This is serious stuff that we've been talking about. We are at the penultimate stage of our democracy, our fading democracy. They have captured all other tenets of democracy. They have captured all constitutional offices. They have captured the legislature. They have captured the opposition. They have captured trade unions. They have captured the judiciary. They have captured NGOs. They have captured commercial activists. Social media is where it's at right now. It's what's giving them stress. It's what's giving them grief. Because they were so sure it was Kumi Bila breaks. They were sure. What did we? So our forefathers lacked the mental tools or the confidence or the courage to call out the traitors within. I am breaking the generational curse. And I am saying it is very simple. We cannot continue using the same strategy of Okiya Omtata, tried, tested, and failed. We cannot use the Boniface Mwangi strategy of trying to negotiate with police, because negotiating with Kenyan police is negotiating with terrorists. We have the numbers. We have the militant kids. We have the kids who can make those Molotov cocktails. We have the kids who can use poison ivy. You know the poison ivy, the plant. You use it to get the police. You have your tasers. You have your pepper spray. We are going militant. We are going militant. This is not the time for you to go there with placards. You're telling the police, cops don't give a shit about you. They are there, and then it's a scripted play. So they arrested Mukia, and then all the media attention goes on the activists, and then they move from police station. Oh, we are looking for Okiya Omtata because he's the leader. Whose leader are you? Okiya Omtata, you're nobody's leader. You're not our leader as Gen Zs. Stay away from the protests. Boniface Mwangi insinuated himself in the finance bill protest. The idiot is so illiterate. You can listen to his speeches. He doesn't make sense. You can tell he doesn't read. He doesn't analyze. He hadn't even done anything finance bill related before June on his Twitter. Same as Hanifa. Hanifa, you can tell every time she opens her mouth, she confirms our worst fears that the space between her ears is empty. So these guys are functional illiterates. You came and embraced them in the movement where we were seeking economic emancipation. We wanted the collapse of the finance bill. So you are the problem. You who embraces these charlatans, these harlots. Julius Kamau has been with Packard since time immemorial. What have those, and there's no new knowledge. We wanted deep understanding of our political structure. We have spent the last 2 years discussing on social media, understanding how they have weaponized tribalism. They have used the class war. They have used the gender war to perpetuate, to divisive sentiment, to keep us in a state of internal conflict. We didn't want one placard. One placard can obviously not satisfy our desire, cannot quench our thirst for knowledge. So one placard every other time, and then you have your cameras there, and then you send those videos on the Team Courage WhatsApp group, which is populated by the media idiots there, and then they make it trend, and then you're selling fear to the rest of us so that we don't pull out, we don't pull up for the protest. We have, this strategy has been tried and tested. That's why I was asking you, in your last act of nobility, Can you be gracious enough to set aside, to put aside your cannibalistic ambitions, to put aside your thirst for government handouts, those peanuts that you're, yes? Can you set them aside? And you say, let the kids win. Is that too difficult to ask? Because if you look at your age and the kids who are clamoring for change, these kids are young and they have a better understanding about the governance more than you. And you, the old people, you're trying to steal their thunder. You're trying to dim their shine because you don't want kids to thrive. You don't want them to excel where you failed. And we know these are all scripted charades because me, when I was arrested, Mother Karua never came to bail me out. PLO Lumumba never came to look for me in the office. So when Okia is arrested and then these other prominent figures follow them around with the cameras and what, you are hemorrhaging attention from the actual victims, from the cause. And so we have no reason to doubt the fact that this is all scripted. This is all choreographed. This is all meant, structured. You are state actors. You are an arm of the government meant to undermine, meant to disrupt any mass movement. We have no reason to doubt it now. Must you sabotage any movement that you didn't start? You did not start this protest movement. You did not do anything to set it up, but because other kids have done it, now is your time. PLO Lumumba is your time now to get the media, and then you go to see Okia Omtata in, Gigiri prison, and then what? No, that's not your call. Why was Okia Omtata in prison, in police cells in the first place? Because he gave himself up for arrest. He went to sit down with police because it is choreographed. And then you come. And then all of you are just hemorrhaging attention, and we're asking you, can't you be decent people? Why are you so classless? Why are you so formless? Why are you so petty? Why are you so pathetic? That kids, you're not different from William Ruto, who is killing children. There's no difference between you, Okia Omtata, who is trying to undermine a movement for children, and William Ruto, who is actually killing children. There is no difference. Boniface Mwangi, you're an old activist. There's no difference between William Ruto, who is killing children, and you, who is going to sabotage children. There's no difference. Omtata, is it too much to ask you to stay home on Monday? We don't want you. We don't want your corrupt journalists who follow you around. We don't want you anywhere. We want the journalists to be in the field. We want them to follow what protesters are doing in the back streets of Nairobi. We don't want them to focus on you celebrities, always hogging the limelight, always trying to divert attention from the real victims. You're not victims. You're opportunists. I'm having to give you lectures here as if you're my children. So your enemy is Okia Omtata. Your enemy is Boniface Mwangi. Your enemy is Hanifa Edan. Your enemy is Hussein Khalid. Your enemy is Julius Kamau. Your number one enemy from today, I want you to say this name loudly. It is Morara Kebaso. Anything within your power, once you see them, to light those vehicles ablaze, you will be doing God's work. You will be doing God's work. Every day, it's side shows by these characters, side shows. They are becoming more desperate and more desperate. Now, if you see Twitter has been tainted by these guys we call Okia Omtata boys. This KOT Sonko Mabonga and his group. They have set up dummy accounts who are going to comment on posts. They have tainted the integrity of our conversations. So what you do, if you see those accounts, you just block them. Any account set up between 2022 and 2024 with few followers, block all of them, because they are controlled by these Okia Omtata boys. This is serious stuff that we've been talking about. We are at the penultimate stage of our democracy, our fading democracy. They have captured all other tenets of democracy. They have captured all constitutional offices. They have captured the legislature. They have captured the opposition. They have captured trade unions. They have captured the judiciary. They have captured NGOs. They have captured commercial activists. Social media is where it's at right now. It's what's giving them stress. It's what's giving them grief. because they were so sure it was Kumi bila breaks. They were sure. What did we have to do? We had to kill another Sando. We had to do this. We do this. We have our own pliable Chief Justice. Ahmed Nasir has started the bandwagon of judicial reforms. But these are selective interventions by these guys because they want to place their people, the people who will help rig the elections again for them. So nobody, you are not to trust anybody. You look at the message. If the message aligns with your aspirations, you flow with that. Don't go because this guy is famous. This guy no, we don't trust these people. These people are cannibalistic pricks. These people are narcissistic bastards. These people can do anything for $1. Can even sell their own children. Please, Monday is a fight for your life. It's a fight for your integrity. It's a fight for everything that you have ever dreamed of. Monday is the day. You are not supposed to go there and then go home. You're supposed to go there knowing you're going to sacrifice.